Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. I hope you're all doing very well today. As you can see, finally, I've got the Katana in the studio. Now, as you guys know, I use my Spark, I use my Yamaha THR. I've done some videos comparing and contrasting those platforms, talking about strengths and weaknesses. But today we've got one of the most popular guitar amps out there, and that is the Katana. Now, the Katana comes in either a combo version or a head version, depending on what your needs are. The head is great if you already have a cabinet that you absolutely love, or if you're recording in a studio all the time like I am. The combo is much better if you take your amp places, obviously, to rehearsals or just in your music room or bedroom or whatever. Right, so the model we're looking at today is the Artist Mark II. Now, lots of these features will be found across, the entire Katana range, but the Artist is definitely the version with the most features. So there's going to be some that you won't see on other amps. Now, this is going to be very familiar. You've got your acoustic, clean, crunch, lead, and Braun. So these are kind of like your preset tones. We're all kind of used to this kind of setup by now. So that's, nothing crazy. And then you've got individual gain and volume for the amp. So that's kind of the first section. The second, obviously, no surprises here, bass, middle, and treble. So we'll see how dynamic those are in a second when we plug it in. Now here is where we get the kind of the two-tiered knobs. So the boost and the mod, very interesting setup. So we'll test that out. This has been on Katanas for a while as well. And then you've got your, your different effects and delay and all that kind of stuff. And then you've got a dedicated verb knob, which is really nice. I've seen some amps before where it's like you kind of got to go through some menus and then you can't see exactly where your knob is because it's like a multi-use knob. Here we've got one knob for verb in the effects section. I like that. Just keeps it really, really simple. So that's great. And then here we've got another a tone section, and we've got a presence control, again, dedicated knob, super nice, overall master, and then your solo volume as well. And then you've got some of your bank settings and that kind of stuff too, and then your A to B bank. So that's kind of like in the tone setting. Then you've got, check this out, a global shape EQ. So we're definitely going to test that out, the contour settings. You can have it off and disengaged or 3 different settings. And here, of course, this is awesome. You've got like standby, 0.5 of a watt, 50 watt, or 100 watts. So very, very versatile on the power settings. And let's go ahead and check out the back. Now on the back of the head, as you can see, there are a ton of options. I'm using the 8 ohm output to a cabinet here. We've got MIDI for controlling the head. You've got USB from going to the head straight to a computer if you want to record that way. Effects loop for bringing in some of your favorite pedals. Foot controls here. You've got phones even, or record out, either way. You can record that way as well. You can link various heads together. You got your line out, power amp in, and then a few different tone controls, or like master tone controls. So that's a really quick overview of some of the controls on the Katana. I'll link to it down in the video description below. You can get full specs and all that kind of stuff down there. What I want to do now is actually try these in real time. So let's grab a guitar, plug this thing in, and off we go. All right, you guys, here we go. First tones with the Boss Kanata. Should be a lot of fun. I'm using a made in Mexico Strat. I think a lot of people know the Mexican Strats and what to expect of it. So here we go. EQ, 12 o'clock. The only thing I have on is verb, which is also 12 o'clock. Here we go. Yeah, sounds great right out of the box. Let's tweak the EQ a bit. What I like to do on clean channel is just lower the mids a bit to open up, create a little bit more space, and then crank the trebs. Well, not crank it, but 1 or 2 o'clock. Just see if that creates a little bit more openness and chime. Yeah, definitely. Cool. So now let's add a few of the effects. Now, you can see the delay light will light up as soon as you engage the delay. So let's put that, I don't know, somewhere around 12 o'clock here. Yeah, really nice. There's even a little bit of warble to it. That's really cool. And then if we maybe took it down a bit. Yeah, nice. So let's mix that with the mod. So as soon as I use the smaller inner knob, you'll see the mod light up right there. Let's put them both at 12 and just see what kind of tones we can get there. Really nice. And if you use the app, you can change, I think, the mods and that kind of stuff and what type of delay or whatever. But yeah, just stock, that sounds great. Let's go ahead and try out the crunch. I'm going to go to my bridge pickup here. Let's put the EQ, well, you know what, I'll leave the mids cut a little bit. Let's go to crunch. Bridge pickup, here we go. Yeah, real fun. That's awesome. So let's use the boost control now. Now that's the bigger knob here. You'll see the boost go green. Obviously kicking this on in and out with the foot switch would be the way to go, but you'll see me reach for it and the green light go on. That's when the boost is engaged. So let's go ahead and stay on the crunch, and then what I'm going to do is boost it and we'll take a listen. So here we go. Yeah, I really love that. That boost control really makes that crunch scream up high. Really great. Let's try something similar with lead. So I'm going to just do the lead. We'll leave the EQ the same, and then you'll see me dial the boost in and out. So here's just the straight lead. Really smooth, considering I'm using single coils. As soon as I break out humbuckers, it's going to be a completely different situation. So it's going to be even smoother. So yeah, sounds really great. So that was the Braun, really, really interesting. Let's go back to clean because there's one effect I haven't shown you guys yet, and that is right here. On the effects knob, you'll see it's the left side, and it is Octaver, love it. So really cool. Let's play that again. Yeah, so much fun. I wanted to show you guys that one for sure. Now, the next section, I think what we'll do is switch over to a humbucker guitar and play gain, because I want to show you guys the contour. There's 3 different contour selections, and there's 3 different shaping controls. There's green, red, and amber. So this section here is so powerful, but I think the best way to show it is just doing a little chugging, but it will affect all of your tones. I had it off for that whole demo because I wanted to just kind of like play freeform for you guys. So I think that's just the best way. But I will show you guys this, the cab resonance. So here's vintage. Maybe let's go back to Braun, and I'll just kind of play some chords, and I'm going to go from vintage to modern to deep, okay? Just so you guys can hear that. So again, that little toggle makes a huge difference. I had it on deep the whole time because I think it does add a little bit of realistic, I don't know, like a real open back or something like that, where the frequencies just start to overlap and you get those overtones. So I had it on deep for the whole demo, but you could have it on modern or vintage. As you heard, it really does affect the tone. So I'm gonna switch over to a humbucker guitar. Here we go. All right, you guys, now I've got a humbucker equipped guitar. This is a PRS SE. Now what I'm gonna do is kind of just show you guys what we can do. I've got the contour on 2 and the global EQ on red. So yeah, when we pump up some gain, and I'm on the Braun channel up here, and EQ's all the same, no effects but verb. Now, beyond what you guys just heard, you can use the app to tweak additional parameters. You can upload tones, you can download tones, you can do all that stuff, save all your presets and all that stuff. But what I wanted to show you guys today was a completely unedited, straight playthrough of this amp, because I think this will give you guys the best representation of what this amp offers. So yeah, I wanted to do that for you guys so you could just hear in real time what was happening. So they've done a really good job on this. It's not complex because I'm the type of person that tends not to use the apps. I like to use the panel and find out what just the basic amp has to offer. And yeah, this one's super easy to use. You might want to use like the app to change some of your effects if you don't like flanger or something like that and you want to put something else on there. That would be a use case that I would definitely do. But yeah, having the delay and the verb and all that kind of stuff and the boost. It also, you know, you can get the foot switch. I'll take a shot of that. Hopefully the camera will grab that. But anyway, yeah, you can also, you know, tweak all your banks and effects with a foot switch, which makes this amp super awesome for live. This is the key. If you want to play live and use, this is going to be a very, very powerful tool. You can tell this is not the first gen Katana because they've got everything worked out. So I think it sounds good. Lots of variety of tone. User interface, even though there's a bunch of knobs, super simple. As I said and gushed over this, I love this control here. You can just turn it off, not use it, don't worry about it. But if you're looking for a specific tone, like I said, maybe with a high gain tone, you want to really tighten up that low end and get some real good crunch. This is the ticket right there, so love that. Also love, I just kept it on 50 watt the whole time, but you can go to 100 watt or less. So I love that as well. So lots of features on this amp, great tones, and yeah, love it. Thanks so much for watching, you guys. I've been wanting to get my hands on a Katana for a long time, and it did not disappoint. So yeah, I'll link to it down in the video description below. You can check it out there if you're so inclined, along with the rest of the gear I use for my videos. Other than that, if you haven't subscribed to the channel, be sure to do so. Other than that, have a great day, you guys. Take care.